Shall I sit or shall I stand? My heart is asking me to sit down and relax while giving the speech. But my brain, my mind is telling me, is commanding me to stand and give the speech in this way. Whom to follow? In which direction should I go? Towards the heart or towards the brain? It's a very difficult question. I just wanted to ask a question from everyone. Have you ever fallen in such situation in any part of your life?
Yes.
All the time.
Yeah, true. Everybody of us have always fallen in this type of situation in some part of our life. A whooping 64% of the population, it says that heart is driven by the instincts, emotions, desires, aversions, and it's better to follow the command given by our heart because it leads to a happy life. Others believe that brain, which goes with the logical reasoning, which goes with the analysis, the interpretation, we should follow the path of the brain. It's very hard to do this thing. I am really confused because it's from the ancient times. Our poets and our writers, they have always shown our heart as a as a as a red colored symbol of love, symbol of compassion, symbol of sadness, or to show any kind of emotion. So this is the symbol given by our writers and our poets. And I want to give an example also in this case, like if somebody has fallen into some kind of relationship, is in love with some other person, he always thinks from his heart, not from his brain, never uses his brain at that time. He wants to see only the things which his heart is looking upon, which his eyes wants to see. He always overlooks the things which are very important to see. And but after some time, in the later part of his life, he regrets his decision, the decision taken by his heart. At that time, he starts doing all the analysis, all the things, and he starts counting all the pros and cons of his relations, and always goes into a phase where he has to switch away from that relationship, where he has to put an end to that relationship. This is because he never took the command given by his brain. He always went with his heart. As a medical practitioner, I want to emphasize on one thing, that our brain is the supremo of our body. It's the most important organ of our body, which controls all our emotions, all our everything, even our heart. Our heart is also very important, my dear friends. It's one of the most important anatomical and the physiological organ of our body. It controls and gives the oxygenated and the deoxygenated blood and circulates it to the whole part of our body. But this thing is also controlled with our brain, with our mind. So the next time when you laugh, when you become happy, when you become sad, when you get into some kind of depression or anxiety, it's not your heart which is doing the thing. It's your brain which is controlling you, all the emotions. You must have seen that whenever you see some kind of good thing which you like you hear some song of your choice, or you read some kind of story, or you go out with somebody of your choice, at that time you become happy. Why? Because at that time, the happy hormones are secreted by our brain. The command is given by our brain. Even my movement of my this finger is controlled by my brain, not by my heart. I'm speaking, I'm moving my hands, everything is controlled by my brain. The signals which I get from here, I do the things like that. The hormones which are secreted, which control our happiness, our sadness, are all uh, driven by the supreme court of our body, the supremo of our body, that is the brain. So brain is the most important body, is the most important part of our body. Like some poet has said, मेरे दिल में आज क्या है, तू कहे तो मैं बता दूं. It's like, if you say, I can tell you what is inside my heart. These are the lines written by the poet. My dear friends, there is nothing except the blood in your heart. Nothing after that. So don't get befooled with the things written by the poets and written by the writers. That is just a thing. They are doing it, they are doing their own work, but there's nothing. Our heart can take the decisions. Our heart can do like this. There's nothing like that. Only the brain is the thing. So always, whenever you see some kind of thing in the social media, you always put a heart emoji over that. You always, whenever you see a good thing, a good song, you always put a heart emoji over there. Have you ever thought of putting any kind of brain emoji at that time? Never. Because we have been, in our minds, it has been put that these things are only meant for a heart. These things our heart can only do. There's nothing to do with the mind. But the fact is that all these emotions, all these instincts, everything, our memory, our power of comprehension, our listening thing, our hearing thing, all are all controlled with our brain, with our mind, not with our heart. So next time, whenever you are facing some kind of difficult situation where you are stuck in the thing that to choose this path or this path, take the decision of your brain. Make your brain such a strong thing that your heart starts following it. So, my dear friends, this is the only thing, heart or the brain, whom to follow. I have told you everything. Now it's up to you. Thank you so much.